Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be doing a review on these jumbo triple chocolate chip muffins from Exercise from Cheat Meals channel. Let's get this started. We got all our dry ingredients here, and we have all our wet ingredients here. We have a muffin pan ready with the linings. Preheat the oven to 300 degrees. We're gonna start off with our dry ingredients first. First, we're gonna use Swerve, 120 grams. Next ingredient calls for pure sugar, 30 grams. We're using some salt, 4.5 grams. The one thing I did forget, I knew I forgot one ingredient. The most important one I did forget, all-purpose white flour, 90 grams. Nobody's perfect. Anybody out there that tells you that they're perfect or they're chasing perfection, it's impossible to obtain. 30 grams of cacao powder. Hopefully I said that right. Next, we're gonna be using some whey protein. On his recipe, it calls for PE Science chocolate truffle. I don't have it. I won't be using it, but I'm gonna go use some BPN. 0.3 grams of baking soda, and then 0.5 grams of xanthan gum. Mix all your dry ingredients together. Make sure you get them well combined. Get yourself a separate bowl. Now we're gonna start off with the wet ingredients on the side. The most expensive, literally the most expensive item right now in the world, in the United States of America, eggs. People are fighting and killing each other for eggs. One whole egg. That one fell apart. Truly fell apart. So you're gonna separate the egg yolk from the egg white. It calls for 2 egg yolks. And I know a lot of people, you're gonna ask, what are you gonna do with the egg whites? Well, we have a carton of egg whites, and we're gonna put it back inside the egg white box. Smokey, this is one treat you cannot have. Maybe your sister, but not you. 120 grams of 2% reduced chocolate milk, 370 grams of Greek yogurt, 10 grams of avocado oil. I know some people will ask out there, does it make a difference between avocado oil and olive oil? In my mind, it does. Avocado oil doesn't dry up the muffins as much as olive oil will. So next, he's asking for 2 grams of coffee extract. Couldn't find coffee extract, so I'm gonna be using chocolate extract. Will it make it taste different? Who knows? Sorry, Nick. Now combine dry ingredients with your wet. From reading the instructions, it does say combined. Gently fold in the ingredients together until barely combined. Overmixing will result in chewy muffins. So you don't want to overmix this. You want to make sure that just get barely combined. Not leave it like this, but you know. According to my wife, Nick's recipes are too hard for her. She'd rather go with Remington or Greg. Those are her 2 go-to. She does not like Nick. Nick is too difficult for her. All right, it doesn't really explain when to start putting the chocolate chip muffins. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Can't get everything right. But it calls for 56 grams of chocolate chips. So I'm gonna insert some here and leave some out and put on the top for like design. I know some of you guys are like, worry about how the thing looks instead of how it tastes. Okay, so I put 48 grams inside, and then the rest I'll put on top of it to make it look aesthetic. Once you got everything mixed in, get your muffins with your muffin liners, spray them. I almost forgot. I almost ruined the whole recipe. Make sure you get 160 grams in every muffin to evenly disperse the batter. 160 grams. Put them in the oven at 300 degrees. Hopefully, you listened to me and turned on your oven before you started all this. And it says to bake for 38 to 42 minutes. So I'm gonna do 36 and see how they turn out. And voila. No, I'm sorry, I can't use that. That's a Remington's word when he steals people's recipes. Muffins finished. Now it's time for the best part, the taste test. And let's see if they actually taste as good as an outside double chocolate chip muffin, or are they just mid, as my child likes to say, my 10-year-old likes to say. And she will be coming in and reviewing these. I'm not a big fan of chocolate in general, but to be honest and give my honest opinion, if I had to rate these, out of all his muffins that I've tried, I'll rate these actually the best. Yes, because you actually can taste the flavor in all this. You don't taste dryness. You don't taste the protein dryness that you usually do when you're making these protein recipes. You taste the moisture of it. Very, very moist. Very delicious. Great tasting. For half the calories of a normal double chocolate chip muffin, I have to say I rated between an 8 to 8.5, right? Very delicious. For it to have only 301 calories, 11 grams of fat, 28 grams of carbs, and 24 grams of protein for one muffin. Nick, you did your thing on these. I'm not gonna lie to you, my man. Very, very delicious. And it looks like from every bite so far, you get chocolate chips inside of it. Okay, this is the real critic for everybody to understand. Because she's a child and she would tell you the difference between something that's good and something that's not good. She'll tell you if something's mid.
Not that mid. Okay, this smells good. You like it?
Okay, how do you like it?
I 10 out of 10. I'll be in this my room.
Okay, she snatched it away. My wife wants to try now.
It's very rich in chocolate.
Exactly. So yeah, Nick, you did an amazing job with these chocolate muffins. And anybody that wants the full recipe, please go to Exercise for Cheat Meals channel. I'll leave a link in the description below. Follow him. His recipes do change lives, to be honest with you. Yes, they take a lot of hard work. Yes, they take patience. But once you start doing it and once you start understanding the recipes, they become easy, right? And you can lose weight without having to sacrifice taste. That's the main point of the anabolic diet. Yes, it may not taste 100% accurate to the outside food, but you gotta remember, you're also getting half the calories in these anabolic recipes, and you're also gonna have a healthier lifestyle, lose weight, feel better, be more active, and that's what we want out of life. outside food, we don't even know what the ingredients they're putting inside of it. At least with this, you have some transparency that exactly each and every ingredient that you're putting inside your body. All right? So if you want to change your life, if you want to lose weight, go to www.dgfitmind.com and I'll help you put a plan together, change your life in a whole entire perspective, not only just in weight loss, in life. And those are my two dogs fighting in the background. Thank you for everybody that subscribed. Thank you for everybody that's been watching. If you're watching for the first time, please take the time to subscribe, drop a like, and leave a comment. On this channel, we work hard every day and we help others grow. Remember, work hard today for a better tomorrow, and I'll see you on my next video.